This will be a different kind of a documentary here at Copper Gardens. This time we're going to do a repair of a gate that I believe we made this gate before we started the YouTube video documentation, but this one's been hit by a truck. Kind of an unfortunate accident because it actually is questionable as to whether the driver was at fault or the gate closed too quickly, but that's not what we're here for. We're going to try to fix this thing, but it's going to be in some ways more difficult than creating it from scratch. I say that because even though I realize the best way to fix anything of this sort is to start by taking away the worst parts on it, leaving the rest, and then it suddenly looks much better. It's the way we used to do race cars. When we'd crash on a Saturday night, you could have them run on Sunday morning in just that fashion. But we have crimped spots down in there. It's hard for me to know how the lighting will be. This is a GoPro camera, amazing camera, but not best for some situations. But we're going to have to cut back and match. This texture needs to match all the way through. Places that are crimped, as in even on top of this piece, which doesn't look too bad from the bottom, it's terribly flattened up on top. So we're going to have to try to do something all the way back to some point, roughly half of the way, 2/3 of the way into the gate. And more importantly, it should line up with the mating other half of the gate. It would be one thing just to rebuild this panel, but if it then no longer looks like a matched pair, we've missed the whole point, haven't we? So we want to bring this thing back to its original beauty. Even if in the process we can improve it a little bit, we will. But I found cracks in places that I just did a pressure wash, by the way, which got all the bird poo and other things off of it, and it allowed me to see cracks that, well, here's one right here. We'll see how the camera does with it. But that's in a very critical space. Even if I could save that whole panel otherwise, I've got to think about, do I just want to braze that? Do I want to match it perfectly, mask it by building another branch over it? There's a lot of different things we need to do here. So this will just be a starter. Push back pretty badly here. This will just be a starter video, and this is for the client primarily, but others of you that like to watch and see what we do, this is going to be one of our bigger tests. We've had a few like this before, very few, thankfully, and we always solve the problem. But this one's a little worse even than I had expected when I got down to pick it up. So that's it for now. We'll come back in a while and show you some more.